it is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some, certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here, and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Well, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom simply because you've lost one game. That can be rescued quite quickly here, with a great chance of turning fortunes round and lifting spirits and just creating much more optimism. And they can still emerge from this group. Their hopes and dreams are very much alive from the way I see it.
So it's down to business here. Well played, he saw that coming. He's got through. Has a pop! He's scored!
That's the star dreams are made of, and that has to give them great confidence for what's to come.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the flank. Out towards the flank. Chance to shoot! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Up for the header! And that's been levered clear. Looking to break out here. There has been just the early goal here, and it's one... And the finish! Goal! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
So that's two now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Muntari, well positioned to make that interception. Hoists it forward. Turns and goes back. He's had a look. Breaks on here. That's a decent ball. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. That's the through ball. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now, oh, shooting chance! Trying to get there. Time to deliver. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Essien tries to get it forward quickly. Played out to the right. Lofted into the middle. And the counter is on. He's through the middle. Oh, good interception.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Chance! That has skinned the post.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Out to the right. He's got options out wide. There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the harder thing to do.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. It's a loose ball. Well, they can break here. Jean. Essien. He's made sure that that won't get through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Cuts it out. Plays it out to the flank. And it's played forward. And the finish! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
It's a throw in.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Crunching tackle. Plenty of appeals. And that will be the final act. The manager heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. And his team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. Well, they really needed that. Nothing decided yet, but they are in it going into the final group game. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them to dictate with comfort.
So it wasn't a brilliant start to the competition, but there is certainly no cause to panic just yet. A place in the next stage is well within reach if, and it is a fairly big if, they can take all 3 points here to add to the solitary point they already had in the bag. There are, of course, so many permutations, combinations that the various potential outcomes of this game could lead to, but there is never any space for debate as to what the team should be going for. They know what they've got to do. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Truly a crunch game, a time for both sides to deliver.
Yeah, Peter, and the mood in the stadium very much suggests that now is the time to kick on and ensure that 3 points are added to their opening one. Not a time for holding back. They can instead make a statement here, telling the rest they're going to take control of the group.
Well, we're underway. Floats one over. That has a hit! There it is!
That's the start Greens are made of, and that has to give them great confidence for what's to come.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Tries lifting it over. It's got through. That's good defending, very good defending. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. He's left his man. It's a goal kick. Forward it goes. Chance! And the keeper barely had to move.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
A real chance if he can get through. Hoists it forward. Collar. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Well weighted. Up to meet it! Now the counter. Del Piero. Gilardino. This could fall anywhere! Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And it's half-time here. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Casio. Collar. Oh, good take in a good area. Casio! great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
That's a promising ball. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Played out to the right. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Plays it out to the flank. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Shapes to shoot. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. A real chance to break. Over to the left. Collar plays it out to the wing. Pumps it into the area.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Out to the right.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage. Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. Out to the left it goes. Placille. It really is now or never. They need a goal, however it comes. And time is up. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. 1-1, drawn 1, 4 points from 6, and looking good. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance.
Well, of course, victory in the opening fixture was absolutely ideal, and their path to the next round already looks navigable. By no means is there any guarantee of progress, but they have given themselves the best possible chance to go through. Past records state that a win on the opening day gives you an 85% chance or thereabouts of doing just that, so they have every reason for optimism. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. So a sprint to make it through the group stage, and a really vibrant atmosphere to match.
Well, Peter, the opener couldn't have gone much better result-wise, and that momentum and belief has to be taken into this. And along with the verve and vigour they showed first time round, I think a repeat ought to do the trick here. They'll be backing themselves with a quiet confidence, I'm sure.
Well, they're on the way. Looks to dink one in. It's got through to him. He's gone for it! Goal!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
Jim, your thoughts?
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He goes long. Knocks it away. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Defenders on the back foot. Here's the through ball. Face to face with shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Turns and goes back. And that's been one straight back. Cahill. And shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Plays it over to the other flank. Battles to win it back. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. There's a long ball. And that has been clubbed away. Nakata. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Forward it goes. Nakamura! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
First 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A really decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Nakamura. Gets a good foot in there. Well, they can break here. Cahill. Oh, shooting chance! It's come back out! Fence has got rid of that.
Oh, it's die-hard defence, and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Has a goal!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Floats one over, and he's cut it out.
Well, decisiveness has deserted them, Peter. They need precision, and it's sadly absent.
And, oh, that's too long. So here comes a substitution. Hoists it forward. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Foot in. That'll be a throw. Oh, good steal, he just read it.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
And it's played forward, looking to break out here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. So another win, that's 2 from 2, and it is looking good. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm sure a more comfortable margin would have been preferable, but you can't expect to get your way all the time. I think it was a win earned through game management, and there's...
So it wasn't a brilliant start to the competition, but there is certainly no cause to panic just yet. A place in the next stage is well within reach if, and it is a fairly big if, they can take all 3 points here to add to the solitary point they already have in the bag. There are, of course, so many permutations, combinations that the various potential outcomes of this game could lead to, but there is never any space for debate as to what the team should be going for. They know what they've got to do. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Truly a crunch game, a time for both sides to deliver.
Yeah, Peter, and the mood in the stadium very much suggests that now is the time to kick on and ensure that 3 points are added to their opening one. Not a time for holding back. They can instead make a statement here, telling the rest they're going to take control of the group.
Well, we're on the way. With a delicate ball. That's the corner kick. And that has been clubbed away. Ronaldinho. Out to the left it goes. Roberto Carlos could be thinking about a shot here. Defence has got rid of that. And it's been taken straight back. Well positioned to make that interception. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
Cafu, and that's been won straight back. Tries to get it forward quickly. No goals as yet. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Up to meet it! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Hoists it forward. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Over to the left, and the counter is on. Well read, he sorted that out. And it's played forward. Played into space out wide. Cafu. Ball through needs to be good here. Tries a shot! Goal! What about that, Jim Beglin?
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
He's got options out wide. Going Ronaldinho! Cleared without complication. That's the whistle for half-time. Here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Cafu. Kaka. Adriano. Kaka. Turns and goes back. Shoots! No mistake! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Forward it goes. And it's played forward. Schöner. Now short, he's gone for it! Kaka. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Ball's gone out of play. Time for a change in personnel. That's a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. Ronaldo! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Hoists it forward. Just a quarter of an hour to play. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Gets away from his opponents. Goes for goal! And they've been caught out here. Has a pop! Oh, it's gone in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes. Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
And the finish! He scored!
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
There's going to be another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
So the lead now is 2.
Shapes to shoot!
Well, they can break here. Help's available out wide.
Ronaldo! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Roberto Carlos! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there too.
And that's that. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. 1-1, drawn 1, 4 points from 6, and looking good. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, they approached this with a very definite game plan, and I think to a large extent they remained true to that, and we can give the manager a big pat on the back.
So it wasn't a brilliant start to the competition, but there is certainly no cause to panic just yet. A place in the next stage is well within reach if, and it is a fairly big if, they can take all 3 points here to add to the solitary point they already have in the bag. There are, of course, so many permutations, combinations, that the various potential outcomes of this game could lead to, but there is never any space for debate as to what the team should be going for. They know what they've got to do. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Truly a crunch game, a time for both sides to deliver.
Well, having drawn their opening game, Peter, I think there's a little more pressure to win this one rather than leave it to the final match and endure a more nail-biting encounter. That should be reflected with a purpose and an urgency from them, so I think we might get something lively.
Well, we're on the way. Tries to dink it in. He's had a shot! It's in!
That's the start dreams are made of, and that has to give them great confidence for what's to come.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Has a hit! It's off target and by quite a way.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Defenders on the back foot. Hoists it forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. There's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets good distance on it. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And it's got through. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Well read, he shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And they've been caught out here. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's played forward. Park Ji-sung. It's a loose ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's the chance to counter. Played out to the right. And the first half is done. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we're off again. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Adebayor. And the shot! No mistake! The second half sparked straight into life.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Right through the middle. Well, that goal really has stirred things up. The cat right amongst the pigeons now.
Yeah, Peter, the cushion is gone, and it may get a little bumpier over the next few minutes, but it doesn't have to mean a momentum switch. If they can gather themselves quickly, they could hit back.
Tries to stroke it through. Forward it goes.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Now, can he capitalise?
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty pucks. Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Intercepts the throw. It's well read. He's played him through. And he's there to clear it.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He'll hit it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And the counter is on. Brings it forward. And he heaves it forward. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch. Just one between them. 1-1, drawn 1, 4 points from 6, and looking good. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, if ever there was a good tone setter for a football match, that was it. First minutes, first shot, first goal, and it set them up.
So it wasn't a brilliant start to the competition, but there is certainly no cause to panic just yet. A place in the next stage is well within reach if, and it is a fairly big if, they can take all 3 points here to add to the solitary point they already have in the bag. There are, of course, so many permutations, combinations that the various potential outcomes of this game could lead to, but there is never any space for debate as to what the team should be going for. They know what they've got to do. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Truly a crunch game, a time for both sides to deliver.
Well, having drawn their opening game, Peter, I think there's a little more pressure to win this one rather than leave it to the final match and endure a more nail-biting encounter. That should be reflected with a purpose and an urgency from them, so I think we might get something lively.
There's the whistle. Chip through. And he just whacks it away. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Diarra. Zidane. Crowd caught. Real chance!
That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the palms of the keeper.
Going through. Flings in across. Diarra. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. He's got options out wide. And he's cut it out. Makaleli. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Goes for goal! There it is!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Going for goal! It's in! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Gets it back. Keeper sends it forward. Diarra. Good take. Hits one! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
That's a goal kick. Yes, the referee concurs. Gets into some space. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the teams level. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And so we're off again. No reported change to either side during the break. Muller. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Muller. Barnetta. With a delicate ball. Well, try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Away from immediate danger. Oh, good interception. Forward it goes. Ribery. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well positioned to make that interception. Out to the left it goes. Senderos. Muller. Senderos. Barami. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. And they've been caught out here. They've played it short. Gets wrestled off the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserved to.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And that's it. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. 1-1, drawn 1, 4 points from 6, and looking good. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way.
Well, it is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some. Certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here, and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Well, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom simply because you've lost one game. That can be rescued quite quickly here, with a great chance of turning fortunes round and lifting spirits and just creating much more optimism. And they can still emerge from this group. Their hopes and dreams are very much alive from the way I see it.
So it's down to business here.
There's a long ball.
Gets wrestled off the ball. Looking to break out here. Cuts it out. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the finish! This could fall anywhere. Crosses it in low. Hit long and direct. Chance! Goal! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Out to the left it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, he's not going to get that. Battles to win it back. Good idea, just poorly executed. It's a loose ball. Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Forward it goes. Into the channel. He's gone for it! He's managed to get it away. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to groom at the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Fires from distance. Oh, just over.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Still just a single goal between the sides. And the counter is on. Hoists it forward. Chance to break. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And that certainly wasn't one of his best. It's anyone's ball. He gets past his man. Out to the right. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Now surely! And the shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Going through.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Almost there, and the players can feel it. He's had a go! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last!
Well, those two have a lovely understanding, and they executed the 1-2 impeccably to set up the goal.
All square again into the dying minutes. Goes long. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And that's it. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, it is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some, certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here. and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Yeah, Peter, I think it's true that another defeat could spell curtains, but as a glass-half-full person, hopes and dreams are still intact, and this can be the start of a revival that the doubters are not quite expecting. Their motivation can be taken from a wish to shove it back down their throats.
Well, we're on the way. Looks to clip it forward. Has a hit! Plays it over to the other flank. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's got options out wide, and now the breakaway. Now can he finish? Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. Here's Garcia. Still goalless at the moment. And the shot! Yes, it's in! Well, you've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted, and now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Hits one! Gets good distance on it. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Raul. He's through the middle.
Thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Played out to the right. Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. It's come chance! He's found his man. Well positioned to make that interception. Keeper sends it forward. That'll be the last act of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. The action has already resumed here. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Played towards the front men. Danger averted for now. hoists it forward. Could be a... tries a shot! Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, and having notched the goal already, Peter, he's not going to be allowed to run off the shoulders as much as he'll want.
Iniesta. Luis Garcia. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And the counter is on. Fernando Torres. Gets it upfield. Good take, and he's had a look. Xavi Alonso. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Sergio Ramos.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Shooting chance! They've played it short. It's come loose. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Real chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And that will be the final act. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance, and a result which is well-deserved. They've done what they needed to here. They have bounced back from defeat on day one. It is a win that keeps them bang in contention. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central position.